Hello, Internet. The 2025 Oscars are just weeks away, and the hottest race is between two films, Emilia Pérez and I'm Still Here. Who will take home the Golden Statue? Both productions are dominating the spotlight, not just because of their nominations, but also due to the controversies surrounding them. Emilia Pérez, a French film about drug trafficking and gender identity in Mexico, and I'm Still Here, an intimate and profound narrative about life and contemporary struggles, are at the center of an intense backstage battle. What seemed like a celebration of Latin representation at the Oscars has turned into a battlefield. With debates, accusations, and even the resurfacing of old tweets, the rivalry between these productions is heating up. I'm Still Here is in a fierce competition for Best Picture and Best International Feature. But the big question remains, is its frontrunner status bothering the Emilia Pérez team? If you want to know all the details of this race and how it's shaking up this year's Oscars, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us as we follow every twist and turn. The reception of Emilia Pérez has raised some eyebrows. Some viewers left the theater questioning how the film secured so many nominations, as its storytelling feels more like a TV drama than an Oscar-worthy masterpiece. On the other hand, I'm Still Here, directed by Walter Salles, leaves a profound impact on the audience. The story of Eunice Paiva, played by Fernanda Torres, follows a woman during Brazil's military dictatorship as she copes with the disappearance of her husband. The film's emotional weight comes from Torres' restrained yet powerful performance, moving viewers without relying on over-the-top dramatics. Based on the book by Marcelo Rubens Paiva, the film also highlights Eunice's journey as a human rights activist for indigenous communities. Since its premiere at the Venice Film Festival, I'm Still Here has been gaining recognition and awards. With a 12-minute standing ovation at the festival, 3 Oscar nominations, and wins at the Golden Globes, Fernanda Torres has emerged as a strong contender. Her journey mirrors that of her mother, Fernanda Montenegro, who also won a Golden Globe for Central Station. Now the big question is whether Torres will take home the Oscar, but the competition remains fierce, with Emilia Pérez stirring up debates and controversies throughout this award season. Although Emilia Pérez is often associated with Mexican cinema, it is actually a French production directed by renowned French filmmaker Jacques Audiard. The film's Oscar campaign has been one of the most controversial in recent years, drawing criticism over how it has unfolded. The story follows Emilia Pérez, a Mexican cartel leader played by Carla Sofia Gascon, who hires a lawyer, played by Zoe Saldana, to help her disappear and fully transition. The cast also includes Selena Gomez as Emilia's wife. Combining drama and musical elements, the film has sparked controversy, especially regarding its cultural representation. Despite this, it was well received at Cannes and earned 13 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture and Best Actress, with Gascon competing against the likes of Fernanda Torres. The competition between these films escalated after the Golden Globes, where Torres won Best Actress. Criticism of Emilia Pérez intensified, particularly among Latin audiences, who questioned why a predominantly French team was chosen to tell a story about Mexican culture. The controversy continues to grow, making this Oscar race even more intense. One of the biggest controversies surrounding Emilia Pérez is its casting choices. The film, which aims to represent a specific culture, opted for non-native actors, leading to criticism about its lack of authenticity, particularly in Spanish pronunciation. Many have suggested that a native dialect coach could have helped avoid these issues. Additionally, the casting choices themselves sparked debate. Spanish actress Carla Sofia Gascon, American Zoe Saldana, and American-born Latina Selena Gomez were selected despite not being Mexican. Casting director Carla Hull stated that these actresses fit the roles best, a comment that was seen as disrespectful given Mexico's wealth of talented actresses. The claim that there were no better options was widely questioned. Another controversial aspect was the film's musical elements. Producer Cyril Ofour used artificial intelligence to modify Gascon's singing voice, blending it with that of Camille. This decision drew backlash, especially when compared to films like Wicked, where actresses performed their own vocals. Viral clips from the film also fueled criticism, such as a scene featuring a confrontation between Selena Gomez and another character, where her accent was deemed unnatural. The musical sequence La Vaginoplastia was also criticized for being in poor taste. Furthermore, the film's editing, such as a scene split into three sections, was mocked, raising doubts about its artistic merit. With so many controversies, Emilia Pérez has become one of the most polarizing films of the year, dividing audiences between those who praise its boldness and those who criticize its artistic and production choices. Regarding the film's editing, it's evident that some choices did not showcase the best production values, making the film appear more amateurish than expected for a project with so many nominations. What truly frustrates audiences is the sense that the film is being pushed toward the Oscars when certain scenes don't seem deserving of such recognition. The use of exaggerated editing techniques in moments lacking impact raises questions. Shouldn't a film's success be based on talent rather than gimmicks? When evaluating the Oscars race, it's important to focus on the film itself rather than just the hype surrounding its campaign. By watching these films with a critical eye, we can form a well-founded opinion and discuss the awards with greater confidence. When it comes to the interaction between Carla Sofia Gascon and Fernanda Torres at the Golden Globes, the atmosphere initially seemed warm, a celebration of Latin solidarity among the nominees. However, tensions grew as I'm Still Here gained more attention on social media and criticism of Emilia Pérez increased. The film, which initially flew under the radar, gained momentum once it entered the Oscar race, heating up the competition. As part of this movement, Fernanda Torres' Oscar profile photo received an overwhelming number of likes, showcasing the power of social media in today's film industry. Brazil's strong presence on digital platforms, along with its celebrities' engagement power, highlights the country's growing influence on the global cultural landscape, whether in music or cinema. Following this surge in attention, Carla Sofia Gascon visited Brazil to promote the film. During various interviews, one particular conversation with a Brazilian news outlet took an unexpected turn. Feeling pressured by the growing criticism, Gascon reportedly asked Fernanda Torres for help in handling the negative comments from Brazilian audiences. She became the target of intense backlash, particularly from those who felt the film failed to authentically represent the Latin community. These criticisms focused on the film's lack of cultural accuracy and the quality of its musical sequences, issues we've already discussed. When a country takes a strong stance on a high-profile project, intense reactions are inevitable, especially when the subject matter involves cultural representation. In response, Fernanda Torres showed kindness by posting a video on her social media, urging her followers to treat Gascon with respect. She reminded everyone that the film's creative choices were the result of collective decisions, and that no single actor should bear the burden of controversy alone. It's impressive how each of these people is unique and valuable in their own way. And it's important to remember that everyone deserves respect. We cannot create an environment of rivalry or treat someone unfairly. I'm very impressed with Fernanda's attitude. She could have stayed silent and let the situation unfold, but she didn't. On the contrary, she was elegant, polite, and acknowledged that the pressure on Brazilians is enormous. Criticism can be a way of expressing an opinion, but we must do so without personal attacks or offensive words. However, after the interview, there was considerable fallout. Days later, Carla Sofia gave a second interview, and this one caused a real international uproar. In the conversation, she suggested that it wasn't just Fernanda's fans, but also members of her own team who attacked her on social media. She was very clear in stating that the criticism came from people close to Fernanda, which is a very serious accusation. If confirmed, this situation could even have consequences at the Oscars, as speaking ill of other nominees is a violation that could lead to disqualification. If Carla really knew something concrete, she could have made a direct complaint, but instead she made a public accusation that shook everyone. It became clear that she used the interview as a strategy, perhaps to generate more attention. As a result, the Oscars Academy reviewed the case but did not find it necessary to impose a penalty on Fernanda. At the same time, this situation drew a lot of attention, and in the film world, it sparked a huge discussion. Later, Carla tried to clarify her statements, saying that she was not directly referring to Fernanda's team, but rather to the toxic environment on social media. But the problem is that she was very specific and insinuated something much more serious. The reaction to her words was negative and did not go unnoticed. Many people were outraged, especially because there was no clear evidence to support her claims. Moreover, the controversy didn't stop there. Carla also found herself involved in scandals due to old tweets, which were dug up and exposed by a Canadian journalist. The tweets contained problematic statements, including some with racist undertones. This further damaged her public image. It's always complicated when people bring up old posts, but in this case, Carla's words were very controversial. For example, she had made insensitive comments about the death of a trans influencer, which sparked outrage, particularly within the LGBTQ+ community. Faced with so much negative backlash, Carla tried to make amends in an interview, stating that she was not racist and that she regretted her past statements. She claimed that if she could go back in time, she would do things differently. However, the damage to her reputation was already done. This led to reactions from several colleagues, including the film's director, who harshly criticized Carla. He felt personally affected by her words and stated that he was disappointed. He even mentioned that their relationship had changed due to her statements. Even though Carla tried to apologize, the situation continues to spark debate. Many people point out that others should also take responsibility, such as the director, who has also made controversial statements, including harsh criticism of the Spanish language. Additionally, he admitted that he didn't conduct proper research on Mexico, which upset some members of the cast. Without a doubt, this is a complicated moment for everyone involved. The pressure is immense, and the criticism continues, not only for Carla but for other members of the team as well. Situations like this affect everyone's image and career, and the lesson here is that everyone has a role in how these matters are handled. The entertainment industry is full of complexities, and unfortunately, there is plenty of room for mistakes and misunderstandings. In the end, what matters is that all parties involved take responsibility and learn from these events. It's also worth noting that other actresses in films were nominated in the same categories as I'm Still Here and Emilia Pérez. But without a doubt, the controversies surrounding these two films have been the most talked about, as we've seen in this video. Now tell me, have you watched these films? Are you planning to? And if you have, what did you think? In your opinion, who deserves to win the Oscar? Leave your comment below. I want to know what you think. Also, let me know which movie, series, or controversy you'd like me to cover in future videos. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, let's always show respect for Emilia Pérez and actress Carla Sofia Gascon. Let's engage positively and cheer for our favorites, okay? Don't forget to check out our videos on Fernanda Torres and I'm Still Here, as well as on Fernanda Montenegro, Fernanda Torres' mother, who almost won an Oscar for Central Station in 1999. Don't miss out on our content here on the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.